What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Against All Odds podcast. I'm here with Mimi.
What's up?
My fiance.
Hello.
And today we're just going to pretty much be talking about the full situation with the coronavirus and our lives and everything.
I feel like some people are going to be disappointed that I'm not like one of your teammates, but we can't see anybody. So
you don't think you have any fans out there?
I mean, the whole point of this season was to do,
yeah, but it's flexible. The podcast is always super flexible.
You guys are stuck with me for a while, so.
All right, well, let's roll the intro and let's get started. So again, before this podcast even starts, I want to thank the sponsor of this podcast, which is Chaos Soccer Gear. Chaos Soccer Gear is a young soccer brand. Gucci, I want to lock up Gucci so bad every time I do this.
One of the cameras is on her cat tower, and I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's the perfect height.
Yeah. Gucci, stop it. She never uses it. She's only using it right now.
I know. She's annoying.
It's okay.
Anyway, the sponsor of this episode of the podcast is Chaos Soccer Gear. If you guys have been following along for a while, you know Chaos Soccer Gear by now. It's a young soccer brand with the Aztec or Mayan soccer ball, which is awesome. High quality ball for like $80, I think. They have a couple t-shirts, a couple sweatshirts, a ball pump. So just go at the very least, go check them out at chaossoccergear.com. If you guys are watching on YouTube, their link will be the very first link in the description. So big thank you to them for sponsoring this episode of the podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, Mimi, let's just start from the beginning of this whole situation with the coronavirus and you coming here. Tell people where you were and then how you ended up here in Tulsa.
Okay, so it seems like a lifetime ago, but it was just a week. A week ago, I was going to fly out here on Friday, which was like the 13th or something. And the whole point was to come and see you and see Gucci and be here for your first home game. And then it worked out that you had like 2 more home games after that, like 3 in a row. So I was going to be here for like 3 weeks and then go back home and finish my last semester of school. But right when I flew out here on Friday, it was kind of weird. Like the flights were only like half full. I knew it wasn't like a good idea to be flying, but I really wanted to get out here, especially if something like worse happened. I wanted to get here before like it was too late. So I did it anyways. I took the risk for you.
Took the risk.
Yeah. And I got here and then the next day it was kind of clear to us that we should maybe start like isolating ourselves a little bit from people. And was your home game was supposed to be that day, right? Saturday, the next day?
Yeah, we found out on Friday. The next day was supposed to be the game.
Yeah, we found out on Friday that the game was going to be canceled. So we didn't know how long it was going to last for, obviously, like this whole cancellation thing. We're like, okay, we'll have the game next week and the game after or whatever. And then it just kind of slowly started to get worse.
Yeah.
Every day was kind of like new news. Gucci has a toy over there. Oh my God. So then it started to become like, okay, we'll still do training. So they did training and then it was like, we'll do half and half. So they did defenders like training in the morning and then other players playing separately. So then there wouldn't be too many people grouping together because that wasn't recommended. So they did that. And then it was just kind of like, all right, we can't even meet anymore. So then every day we've just been getting new news and now it's just gotten to the point where he doesn't have training. I'm stuck here. I canceled my flight back because I just didn't think it was a good idea to be flying. And in California, actually last night, the governor, Gavin Newsom, just said that every Californian needs to stay at home unless it's an emergency or food or something like that. So I don't even think I can go home right now. And the rest of my semester got canceled. So I mean, it's technically online, but I have like hand drafting classes and 3D like architecture classes that are on programs that we just have at school. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be doing that, but I guess we'll find a way. And yeah. So I'm just here for the foreseeable future and hopefully the season picks up at some point because I really wanted to see you play. So
yeah, I know that is weird. Like Mimi pretty much said, like, from her perspective of coming out here and expecting to be at the home game, I mean, we literally were at training on Friday and doing the full pre-game preparation. Like, I'm sure New Mexico was planning on coming out that day because that's who we played in the opening game on Saturday.
Yeah, and they come out the day before. Huh?
Yeah, and then we were at the stadium. We did the full workout before the game. We did the full training session, everything. We're in the gym after the training session doing the workout that we're supposed to be doing. And then all of a sudden the president just comes in and just like, hey guys, and we just briefs us on what is about to happen, what's going to be announced. And he's just like, be prepared, be smart during this time. Everything's going to be normal. We're going to keep on training, but we're suspending the season for 4 weeks. Yeah.
So the USL came out. If you guys follow him on Instagram or follow Shelly, he usually reposts stuff, but they first did a suspension for 30 days. And then they just came out like 2 days ago or something with a 60-day suspension. So now they're expecting to resume for like May 10th or beginning of May sometime. And I hope that happens, but it could be even longer. Like nobody really knows what's going on with this whole virus situation. I have heard reports saying that the peak won't be until summer. So if this isn't the peak, I don't know I don't know how it could get worse.
Oh, it could definitely.
No, I know the virus could get worse, but I mean like how many more, like there's nothing else to cancel. Like everything is stopped really.
And for like everyday life, you mean?
Yeah. I just mean like,
we could just go
we're
be like
already doing nothing.
We could be like Italy though. I mean like where it's like, oh,
well, there are places like that. San Francisco shelter in place. That's how Italy is.
Yeah, but it's like it's not like for like Italy. It's like full on, like, I mean, they could have full on like military out and like watching
I heard you need like a permit to go outside. In San Francisco, I know places in New York and then also San Francisco, like 6 counties in the Bay Area are doing shelter in place. So they want you to stay at home. I guess you can go out if you like need something, like really need it, but I mean,
yeah, it's just crazy. And like you could see day by day too about how it deteriorated, like for our training and everything, from like, oh no, like we're canceling this, like everything's gonna be normal, and then we're just gonna pick up again in May, to now where it's like we really don't know, because it, like what you said before, it was Friday, we were like fully expecting to play the game. The next day, okay, it's canceled. We have 30 days of nothing. We kept on training. I think we had like Saturday, Sunday off or something. Or no, we had Sunday, Monday off.
Yeah, but you guys were still, it was scary because you guys were still training while everybody else, like a lot of jobs were kind of suspending and working from home. But it's hard because with you guys, like working from home, you can't like train, you know what I mean? Like you need to get like that training in with other people. You can't just work out, but that's all you can really do right now. And gyms are closed. Yeah. So he's having to like,
but anyway, it was like, and then it kept on getting worse. Like Monday we did a full team training like normal. And then I think it was like Tuesday we split it up. So like the CDC like said, no more bigger groups, like limit the group size. Yeah. So then we did like half the team train at one time, half the team train at the other. And then we did, okay, now the full gym closed, the training facility closed. Now we're just going to go on a team run together. And we did the team run. And then the next day after that, it was full on, okay, we can't even train. We can't even be together.
Yeah. And your training facility is like a gym, like a kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, so if that closes down, it's not like your team can just like make them open it. Like it's not their thing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just body weight exercises and runs outside.
Yeah. Like yesterday we went on it was an easy run, like a run/jog. Mimi and I did for like 3 miles. It was a very slow pace. And then I did like it was a good body weight, like a full body weight circuit. It took like 45 minutes. It was really hard. I'm actually sore from it, but like, it's just, I honestly, like you have to do it, but it's just not the same. It's not the same at all. Like I don't hate body weight, but like I get way better workouts personally when I have the full gym and I have the full machines, I have the full weights and barbells and trap bar deadlifts and everything than just a body weight in your apartment. I mean, that's pretty much a given, but it's even mentally hard to like work out in your home. Like I know it's mentally harder to work out in your home because it's kind of like you don't really feel like you're at the gym.
Especially when you don't have like a separate garage or space. Like we're literally doing everything.
Moving the coffee table to do
in this room. We're doing podcasts, life, work, working out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I think we do need to like address that there are definitely worse situations right now. Yeah. Like we are so lucky that we're together. There's some people on the team where like Andrew, his girlfriend's in Canada and now she can't get here because the borders are closed and he can't go anywhere. So we are really lucky that we are together at least. And
we're together. We're in a very safe spot, like Oklahoma. Like if you had to choose somewhere to be, I would for sure want to be Tulsa, Oklahoma with this, because even in downtown, it's much more like the 6 foot separation versus New York versus LA versus San Francisco.
The population's less dense. Like there's way more area. There's only, as of yesterday, there was 44 cases in Oklahoma, 1 death. Did we check it today?
I haven't checked it today.
Yeah. So, I mean, compared to, there's like thousands in New York, and I think almost 1,000 there was 1,000 last night in California. So yeah, I mean, it is like a good place to be, but at the same time, like if you're in California, you can still go walk on the beach and enjoy those things. But if you are going to be self-isolating and just in quarantine, it doesn't really matter where you are.
Mm-hmm. And so far, nobody I know, like knock on wood, has had it, which is good.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know of.
Yeah, I was scared that I might have picked it up on my flight, but they said within 5 days you should know. And they said definitely by 10 days you should know. And if I flew on Friday, today's Thursday, I feel totally normal. So
flash forward a day from now.
Yeah, I could just be like totally the opposite tomorrow. But I mean, I think we're okay. The only time we go out now and are with other people is to go to the grocery store, which we're not like stocking up hugely long term because like we don't know what's going on. In our grocery stores, I feel like people haven't been hoarding as much as in other places. Like my family told me in San Diego, you can't like get anything. Like they go to the store and every shelf is completely taken, like just empty. But here, like only the bread was gone. I don't know why everybody bought bread, but
yeah.
So
yeah, it's like things like, and then, but yeah, it's not bad. And I think it's smart. They're like slowly doing it. Like it'd be way worse if it was like, okay, full from nothing to like full total shutdown.
Yeah. Cause I think, we were talking about that. Like the government can't just come out and just be like, okay, lockdown until August, cause people would freak. So it's kind of like this slow progression. And I think that's kind of how Shelly's taking it. I probably would prefer to like stock up more just in case, cause I don't want to keep having to go, but I feel like you're more like, let's just see how it goes.
Yeah. Even with soccer, it's like, okay, we'll have to take it day by day. Cause it's like, as of right now, as of today, first of all, like the whole team, everybody is still being paid. Like we're still under contract. We're still, as of now, employed by FC Tulsa as professional soccer players. You never know, like things could change. And like, if things keep on getting worse and worse and worse, like it could go and Gucci's tearing up the cat tree with my camera on there. But things could get worse and you never know, like all of the USL could be completely suspended and teams abandon everybody's contract. Yeah.
And that's why though, like you can talk about too, like it's so important to not just have soccer.
Yeah. Like that's why like even with a big motivator to do YouTube in the very beginning, before I really discovered like I really like doing this, I really like enjoy this. That's always just thought it was like just another income stream, at the very least, even if it was $100 a month, at least you're bringing in a little bit extra money through coaching and doing this, playing professional soccer, doing whatever. Cause everybody knows like the USL level, the level I play at, you're not going to retire at age 30 from the money that you make in the second division of the US, even really sometimes the first division, the MLS.
Unless you're Zlatan or something.
Yeah. The top players. But yeah, so like that was the reason why I wanted to do it in the first place. But yeah, it's like at least so like even if the USL completely ends the season or whatever, like I still have other things that make money and I can survive off and everything for the time being. But a lot of players don't, so it's kind of scary.
And
we'll see.
It's not just soccer players too. Like I think every single person in the world is realizing like, shit, like I don't have my job, like my family's not going to eat, like, and it shouldn't be like that because you never know what's going to happen.
That's just something there's like, because it's happening because it's like 16,000 unemployment filings happened like on Thursday or something, which is crazy. So like it is scary. So hopefully if you guys are listening,
and there's
things
like
are
people
okay.
that I follow on Instagram, like friends and stuff.
Oh my God, my camera.
That just, she never wants to use that. It's only right now. But yeah, there's a lot of industries that are being hit hard. Like I know people who have multiple jobs, like in the food industry, but now that every restaurant is closed, like they can't pay their rent, So you never want to be stuck in that position. I don't know. It's just scary.
And so, but right now the plan, which I think will change because things haven't gotten any better. Yeah. But right now, what we were told is that we are not training like on our own until Sunday. So Sunday's off. So right now is Friday. Yeah, right now it's Friday. So yesterday was off for us. Friday, today, Saturday, Sunday, completely off. And it's
I totally lost track of time. I didn't even know it was Thursday.
And then it's been like, okay, we'll reconvene on Sunday. We'll see the situation, and then we'll give you guys the next schedule or next whatever.
Yeah.
But the season officially cannot start till May 10th, I think.
Yeah.
So it's you're in this limbo of like, I got to stay fit. I got to do this. I'm prepared to go into training on Monday because I'm an optimist. I have to plan. I have to do that. That's what I'm envisioning that I'm going to go on Monday. It's going to be like, okay, full team training. Coronavirus is, the number of cases are down. We can train again. And that's ideally what I would love to happen. And then we start play on May 10th and everything's good. Yeah. But the way things are looking, I don't know if it will be that quick, but I'm still very optimistic that the season's going to start May 10th. But we'll see, as always. But I'm prepared.
And we have no idea what's going to happen with those games that are lost too. Yeah, like they might just kind of forget about them.
It's literally day by day right now.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm mentally preparing right now in my head for the best case scenario of like, I want it to happen. I want to be able to train on Monday. I want to play the first game on May 10th. But at the same time, I'm completely prepared if FC Tulsa and the whole USL are like, nope, everything's canceled. Goodbye. You know? So
you never know.
Yeah. So just being ready. And like I talked about in the vlog that I'm editing up right now that I filmed yesterday, the importance of like how much easier it is to stay fit than to try to get fit for everybody, even for
Let me tell you, from my experience, it sucks.
Yeah, but like, and I've done that. Like I've had surgeries and done stuff, been out for like 10 months and have to get the fitness back up to the game fitness level.
Yeah, I'm in that.
And to rebuild the strength and to get the rustiness out of you when you play and to get sharp again. And it's much, much easier just to do the maintenance of everything.
Okay, but can we just talk about how weird the timing was on this? Because I technically had a spring break planned for next week. So my school was going to be off next week. So I was going to come early and I was going to skip a week of school and then have spring break. And then I was going to skip another week of school because I wanted to see another one of your games. And the day that I fly out here, my school gets canceled. And they said, we'll reconvene at the end of March and then probably do the rest online, which was exactly the time that I was going to be gone for. Like, how weird is that? Don't you think that's weird?
Yeah.
Like the time that I choose to leave and like skip everything, there's like
you got lucky.
A total shutdown. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. This is just weird.
But it's frustrating. Like I was telling some players, because I've had a lot of players email me or DM me or whatever, and I responded to a couple where it's like they're either seniors in high school, seniors in college, and they want to go on to the next level or whatever, and now they're freaking out like, I can't get recruited. I had ID camps planned.
I feel so bad for those people.
I have like, this is my senior year. Like I was all like, I was trying to get recruited, and then it goes down the drain. And I just tell them like, cause I feel like I'm in a little bit of the same boat. It's not my senior year. It's not whatever, but like, you know, for the last 3 years I've had surgeries, which have made my season shorter. I've had surgery in 2017, 18, and 19, and all of them have cut my season down.
That's why I was so excited for this.
So I was like, this one's gonna be great, and you never know what's gonna happen. But like, I went into that very first game against Sacramento Republic, and I felt fantastic. Body felt amazing. I feel fit. Everything feels good. Like I earned the starting spot. Like I was very happy and ready to go. And then the one time where it's like, now my body is cooperating with me. Now something outside of my control is not, which is frustrating. And obviously like, it always could be worse, and you have to keep telling yourself that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it's frustrating.
Do you know how weird it is that it parallels with last season? Like you played one game last season, the first game, and then you tore the other side. Mm-hmm. This time you played one game and the whole world shuts down. One game.
I know.
That is so weird.
Yeah, so I'm hoping.
And you had great starts both seasons. Mm-hmm. Like you felt amazing.
1-1 ties in both games too.
Yeah. But I think at least like with the FOMO aspect, at least like nobody's playing right now.
Yeah, and that's what I told.
It's not
that's
just
what
you.
When the guys that emailed me and everything, I'm like, look, like the thing is, like it could be worse, because it's like, yeah, you want to be recruited this year, but it doesn't change it's not like just you aren't being recruited, and now there's other people in the other side of the country or whatever are being recruited. Every single player is affected by this, you know? So just for me, starting off the season, every single player in the USL was excited for the season to start had the same thing, like 2020 is going to be a great year. And now every single player is kind of like, well, crap, here we go.
2021 will be our year.
Yeah. And like I'm telling like the players that are even looking at college, like coaches still need to fill roster spots. Like their recruiting is shut down too.
Yeah.
It's not like, again, they're not being recruiting somewhere else.
And I don't know if anybody that talked to you were college players that were bummed about not having their last year of eligibility. But I saw that someone is trying to get colleges to give winter and spring athletes another season of eligibility that lost this season. But that just means they have to stay another semester, a year, whatever in school, and that might not be what they want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so much in every part of the world, like there's just so much talk, like because there's nothing like concrete at all. Like nobody knows how long stuff are shut down for or whatever. It's just a very weird time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, things could be better, but they could be a lot worse.
Yeah. But I do think there is, like, I was talking to my grandma last night, like there are silver linings in this situation because pretty much the whole world is like working from home and you're spending a lot of time with your family, with yourself, like with your loved ones and stuff. And I think it is like making everybody like reevaluate what's important to them, like what they want to spend their time on, what's a waste of time. I don't know. Like a lot of parents I've seen like as a joke are complaining about having to like deal with their kids and like actually take care of them all day long too. But like, I don't know. It also gives you a lot more respect for teachers like my mom, because she does that every day with other people's kids, It's just, it's screwed up. I don't know. I don't know how kids are going to be learning anything right now. Like, when you have like I didn't have a snow day, but like we had fire days. So if there's a fire, we'd stay at home. But like, you're so excited, like on endorphins and stuff that you don't get anything done. Yeah. I don't think the homeschooling thing's gonna.
Yeah. And it's, you just kind of go crazy. But honestly, to be 1,000% honest with the quarantine and everything, like this isn't very, like, it's not much different for me compared to my normal life.
That's what I said. Who was I talking to last night? Like I don't know. My mom or dad or somebody. Yeah. They asked like how it was going. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm actually not doing things much differently than I would if I wasn't in quarantine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I probably would have gotten a job if I was just stuck here for a while, but I can't really do that.
Yeah. Literally, for me, the only difference is that I don't go to training. But so like for yesterday, like I went out to go on a run and then I did a body weight workout inside and like everything else. Like I came back, I edited, I worked, I watched TV, I hung out,
Yeah. Cause we were saying that you're usually like in season, normally your only form of like social interaction and like public exposure is training. And then
I'll go out to like a restaurant, like for brunch or something with my teammates or something. But like, for the most part, I'm just in my apartment working, creating content, editing up stuff, planning videos, filming videos, doing stuff like that. So not much different.
Yeah.
And like,
it's just, there's not like that, going to a restaurant maybe once or twice a week or something,
and honestly, I felt the most, I felt the most quarantined when I was in, Germany? I mean, this was Germany was a quarantine for me, like to the extreme. Like cause I went to training and everything. And I got to talk to my teammates and I got to train, but like I was in an apartment completely by myself, no cat, no nobody.
I was thinking about that, but at least you got to go to a gym. You got to work out somewhere else.
That's the thing. If I could just, that sounds like if I could just have like a training facility and like a gym that I could go to, then it'd be okay. I'm like, well that's just my normal life is to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very a weird time, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'm really, like I said, I'm really, really banking on the fact that the season starts up May 10th.
Yeah, but you just can't get your heart set on it.
I know. Like I'm ready if it doesn't, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Other than that, what's your plan as for work? For me personally today, I was going to take off from workouts and because I've done workouts a lot for the last few days. So I'm going to do no body weight workout and I'm not going to run or walk or anything. But tomorrow.
You said you'd go walk with me.
I said I would think about it.
So is this you're telling me no?
This is me telling you I'm not going to walk
just
today.
Just like a slow walk out just to get outside?
No, I don't need to.
Will you walk with me to the mailbox?
To the mailbox?
My tea is here. Yeah.
Sure, I'll walk you with you to the mailbox. But tomorrow I was going to do a full like individual training set, like go find a field, do something, training session.
There's those fields that we drove by the other day.
Oh, those
the
are
bleachers
decent.
And stuff.
I mean, I could probably go to Titan and even do a training session by myself. But I was going to do a full training session and then a workout as well. Yeah.
That's another thing. I mean, I think I've seen a lot of content creators online like still put out like their normal stuff, and like I feel like it's getting like a 50-50 response. Like some people are like, oh, I'm so glad you're just like continuing your normal stuff, but then like there's also people that are getting upset, like how can you be posting about that right now and soccer and blah 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 when people are like dying and everything's like gone to shit right now. Like how do you feel about like posting stuff? Like do you feel like you have to be kind of like careful about what you're doing, like sensitive?
Yeah.
Or are you just doing everything normal?
I'm pretty much doing everything normal. I mean, I'm creating content a little bit more for people that are inside, like workouts, tight space training sessions, bodyweight workouts at home. But I think that as long as you're not trying to like really take advantage of the situation, or like you're trying to like people
stuck inside and need something to do to stay fit. They need a program.
I think that honestly is helping. To be 100% honest, like if like I'm posting stuff for people to work out at home.
No, yours is like beneficial. I don't know. I just still see a lot of people posting like, you know, they're like tagging their outfits and like doing sponsored stuff. And I don't know, like I see both sides.
I don't see how that's bad at all. Like why can't...
Well, I saw one person saying like, okay, a lot of people have lost their job. A lot of people can't work. They can't get an income right now. Our economy is sort of pretty much going into a recession. Like, I don't know. Like it's different with girls though, because they post a lot of stuff about shopping and things. And it's just like, a lot of people are saying like, it's not the time to be shopping and buying stuff. But with like, if you're training or just trying to make yourself better, I think that's different.
But even with that, like, it's like, okay, well, my job is to be an influence, like that's my job. Like, what are you going to say? Like, as long as you're not harming other people, like as long as you're not like going and having gatherings of 100 people in meetups, but you're just going out and doing your job of being an influencer or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. I wanted to see your opinion because I think the job of an influencer is like, it's not like clearly defined. Like there's certain things that some people expect and then some things that other people expect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like some people, like you were saying, it's their job. They're just going to do it. But then other people are seeing them like humans and being like, how can you be telling me to buy this right now?
But you want to tell that person like, no, you can't do your job. You can't make money. You can't do this either because other people are inflicted by something. It's like, as long as you're not being like, I don't know. It's
tricky.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like, if you're a fashion influencer and you want to show outfits or whatever, and you need to tag the people and you have brand deals lined up to do these outfits and they want them to be posted to this date, you go and do your job.
But you wouldn't feel weird if there's like a worldwide quarantine.
I would say something, acknowledge it. Like look, I would probably, my post would probably be like, look guys, I know a lot of you guys are inflicted by this, blah, blah, blah. It's a very serious issue about coronavirus. But at the same time, like, you know, and I understand this isn't the time to go shopping in the malls, but these are awesome online shopping things here. It's like, I don't know, it's your job. Like people look at it like that. That's not the way they make money and put food on the table. You know?
I think that's what I'm saying though, is some people don't look at them like that. They look at them as like friends and people that they follow because they're human and they, you know, like post about their life and their breakfast and everything. So then when they do the business side of it, people get mad about it. But I do think genuinely, and I think a lot of people agree with this, that girls get more shit for it than guys.
Yeah. Well, I think even too, like no matter what, like literally I've come up to see this as no matter what you post, literally people are going to say something out. And it's true. Like you can literally find something wrong. Like if you post, like I did the post the other day about well-balanced snacks versus unbalanced snacks.
Did someone have a problem with it?
Someone was like, well, there's players that come from third world countries that never have eat like crap and they still make it. I'm like,
there's no way you can address every human's nutritional.
I was like, of course. And there's players that smoke and drink and do this stuff too. Yeah. But like this post is not saying you must do this. You must eliminate all these unhealthy things. The whole point of the post is just to show you that, look, this is how you balance carbs, fats, and protein so it's healthier. It's trying to educate you. But people are like, oh, you're saying that if you come from from the slums of a favela in Brazil that you can't make it pro. I'm like, I don't think I wrote that. Like, I didn't write that. But like I said, there's always.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if people are, unless you are doing, I think the only problem I see with people continuing their work is if they're harming other people. Like if you're saying, oh, I'm having a meetup here,
or if they're like completely tone deaf about it.
Even that, I don't know. I don't think you have any obligation to acknowledge that we're in a coronavirus like pandemic. There's no need for you to acknowledge it even. Like, I don't see anything wrong with skipping over and just living your normal life, as long as, like I said, as long as you're not harming anybody.
So you don't think that people that do have like a big platform and a big following have a responsibility to like acknowledge the situation?
I don't think they have to. I think that majority of people should, or like think like for me, like, yeah, I have acknowledged it, but
why?
Why? What?
Why acknowledge it?
Why acknowledge it? Just because I think it's a smart thing to do, but I don't think I have the obligation to do anything.
So you agree it's the smart thing to do, though?
Yeah, I think
like if you want to stay on good terms, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I've done it. I think you should, but I don't think you have the I think if I didn't make a post for the next 4 weeks, or if I just never even acknowledged the coronavirus and on Instagram or YouTube, whatever, to my normal content, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But personally, I think you should, have a little bit of humanity and do say like, hey, you know what, you should quarantine. I'm quarantining. I'm staying at home, But I don't think that it's not their job to do that.
Yeah.
They're not the CDC. And sometimes I think people go, even influencers go over like too much and talk about issues
I agree too.
that they don't have any knowledge about. Like they asked Jurgen Klopp, is a very famous soccer coach. They asked him about the coronavirus. He's like, why are you asking me? I'm a soccer coach. Go ask a virologist or whatever, someone who studies viruses.
Yeah.
I don't have any knowledge of this. Why are you asking me? Why do you care what a soccer coach thinks about this? I'm like, there you go. He is an influencer.
That's Shelly in a coach form right there.
But that's like an influencer. He's a professional, but he has a big platform, but he's saying, I'm not qualified to speak on this.
He is using his platform wisely, and he's saying, go listen to the people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah, but like, that's what I think. Like, I think you can, but you're not obligated to say anything. I think if it's your job and that's what you've studied, then yeah, you're probably obligated to say something about it and educate others. But
yeah,
I mean, for me, I haven't even done the stay at home challenge, or I haven't even said that I've made a PSA
you don't
just
want to
to
juggle
quarantine.
Toilet paper?
But I haven't even done like a PSA or anything.
Yeah.
I think that everybody kind of knows.
They should.
They should.
They don't. Then they're living under a rock.
They're really living under a rock.
Yeah.
But I think I can see where people are coming from, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you do? I mean, have you said anything?
Yeah. I mean, well, I've more addressed it from like just like a normal human point of view. Like I've posted on my Instagram and just said like that I'm having a hard time kind of like focusing. Like remember the first couple days, like we didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Like we felt so like, what's the word?
Motivated?
Yeah. Unmotivated. I don't know why. And I think I just wanted to address that because I felt like other people might feel the same way. And even when I call like my mom or my dad, or, there's so many things that you think of in your head, like, oh, I could be doing this. I could be organizing that cupboard. Like I haven't even unpacked my suitcase. Like,
what are you doing with your life?
Have you seen your clothes all over the floor? Oh my God. I don't know. It's just, I've more posted just to see like if other people feel the same way and kind of be like, you're not alone if you do feel like that. But
I think for me though, the very first 2 days, like we were still training even, but it was like
weird.
It was a weird thing because it was like like life was exactly the same, but at the same time, everything was different.
We were talking about that. We're like, everything's the same, but everything's different
but
at the same time.
I think that what I almost did the same thing that we just talked about how like, do I post my normal content and act like nothing is going on at all? And do I still post my normal drills on Instagram, my normal YouTube videos, my normal this, and not even acknowledge it? Do I tailor my content so that for people that are inside? Do I just stay quiet and do nothing during this time? I had no idea what to do.
I think,
because I felt like it was a lose-lose no matter what. Like if I do my normal stuff, people are like, why aren't you acknowledging it? If I acknowledge it, people are like, stick to what you know. And then if I do nothing, then it's like I'm literally losing money and I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
So I felt like no matter what I did, it was losing. And I think I took a little break. I made a little thing of like, not a PSA, but I basically acknowledged what was going on in the world. I said, if you're at home, here's free drills, free exercises to do, free workouts. I have my 3x3 program if you want to check that out to help, And then I kind of been going back to my normal content a little bit, but still tailoring it a little bit to the situation. Yeah. But not making every single coronavirus workout, coronavirus this.
That's kind of weird to me.
Yeah. But it's awkward. But because what do you?
But I think in general, you're really good at not reacting too quickly. Like you're really smart about it. So for the first couple of days, you're like, I'm just going to see how this plays out before I say anything, before you like have to take something back kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're always good at that. It's weird. You're like weirdly really wise, but like you don't make it look like it on the outside.
So you're saying I look dumb?
Well, I'm just like the first couple of days, you're just on TikTok. You're just like eating snacks, hanging out, but like in your head, you're like forming a plan,
Yeah. I actually, honestly, I went to a lot of other people that were posting and I read through all the comments.
See, you're doing secret research, but you don't tell, like it doesn't show, you do it secretly.
Like I think even like one of the content creators, like Brandau, had like a vlog that even said coronavirus in the title. And I was like, I wonder how that's going to go over. So I clicked on it, read all the comments, all positive, great vlog. I watched it. All the comments were super positive, and I'm like, okay, just seeing how people react,
Speaking of reacting, so on my YouTube channel, like, I think it's hard to keep up with like all comments from like past videos because people, will go back and watch.
You gotta get YouTube Studio. Do you have the app?
Yeah, but for a while I didn't know how to use, like I didn't know how to see where the comments were. So
it's under the section labeled comments.
So I literally wasn't seeing comments. Like I wasn't even reading them. I would only I'd post a video and then I'd read the comments right when I'd post it. But the other day, a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh shoot, like I have a bunch of comments on here that I haven't read before. And that's when I discovered that like a couple of my videos, like they didn't go viral, but they got like a lot more views than I was used to, like 30,000+. And I was like, oh my God, like what's been happening?
I'm famous.
Because it's been going on without me knowing it.
Yeah.
So I click on it and there's like all of these comments and people are getting so pissed off at me because in the title I wrote interior design, like something vlog. And I was like, in my head, when I first posted it, I was like, this is great because I would love to follow an interior designer, even if they're not doing like interior design. Like I just want to follow them as a person because that's what I think is lacking in the YouTube space, And people were so pissed at me. They're like, why does she think that we care about her life? We don't. Like there were so many and I was like reading them. I'm like, why are people so mean? And it was all because of my title. But it was like a vlog stay at home, but I used the word interior designer, like does this or whatever, like chills at home or like, like a lazy Sunday or something. And all these people clicked on it and they literally got mad at me because it was about my life. And they like had gone on YouTube and were like trying to find something to learn about like interior design. And I'm like, well, it is a vlog. Like you're clicking on someone's vlog. So the fact that they got mad and said that they don't care about my life, it's just like, now I'm scared about titles. And that's like really why I haven't been making any videos. Cause I was like, I really didn't want people to get mad at me. And I'm thinking now, like, should I not try to include that part have it be like my life?
No, because people got mad at me too at the very beginning when I started, like when I had vlogs and put out a title like how to work on your first touch, and I'd have a vlog and then work on my first touch. They're like, nobody cares who you are. We just want to see.
That's literally what they were
drills.
saying. They're like, why does she think that people care? They don't.
Like, but this is the thing. But then like people start to see you, and then that you start to become like a person that you're known for having vlogs or whatever. And then it goes into, then I make a normal video, like a sit down video and talk, and people go, yo, show me your life, like vlog again. Like I want to see. And so it's ironic because it's like, people are just saying that because it's their first time to your channel. And maybe, yes, that's what they clicked on, but then people start to know you. They get to know you. They get to know your humor. They get to know like you as a person.
I changed the titles.
Wow. Nah.
I didn't want people to keep clicking on. I was not trying to mislead anybody, like at all. At all.
But this is
they thought I was like lying to them.
But no, you're not lying because your title is there to attract attention. And as long as it's not fully a lie, what was the title? Do you remember the title? I'll do one. For example, how to work on your first touch. Okay.
No, but it wasn't even like a how to. It was literally like an interior designer's like lazy weekend or something. And they thought I was going to be like in an office doing work.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But like, even when it, like I would write how to work on your first touch and have a video where it's a 20-minute vlog and 4 minutes of it, we're working on my first touch in my training session. And then I think you can be like, hey, if you want to just see, if you're just here for this, click this time, you know, for the people that really are. But if people are mad at that, it's like, I mean, I do vlogs. This is how I like to create my videos. Like, yeah, I'll have some sit down ones, but like, as long I talked on in the video about how to work on your first touch.
Yeah.
So, but you create the title to get more attention, but it's not, if you have the title every single time, here's a day in my life, it just, people get bored of it.
Yeah. I think it's just hard because I feel like you're always told like, find a niche. Like you want to find a niche. I say niche. Do you say niche? Niche.
I say niche too.
Niche. Like they always say, find a niche. So I'm like, okay, my niche will be showing the behind the scenes just of the normal life of an interior designer. And so that's what I was like concentrating on at the beginning. And then I started thinking like, do I need to do that? Like, could I just do like me as a normal person and then not feel pressure to have it cater to that type of audience? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because before the beginning, you kept telling me like, find a niche, like you want to find a niche. So that's like why I was like putting in all the titles. But like at the same time, if it doesn't really have to do with that, you know what I mean? Because I feel like you do it the way where you make everything around the certain, like even if it's just like a normal casual vlog, you make it soccer oriented somehow.
But that's my life though.
Yeah, but I'm
like,
saying it's not my life.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't be trying to force it into like this box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But like for me, I think it's like, yeah, I mean, if you want to, it's you can't go wrong either way. You can make a full YouTube channel around Mimi Estelle and do it. The niche is my life, which is a perfectly good niche, or you can do my niche is interior design, and you can mix it. Like, there's no issue why
That's
you.
That's why it says interior design lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's not.
So you can mix it too. Like,
I don't have an interior design company. Obviously, you can see that I'm not doing that.
I think like it's good to find the niche, but like it's a fluid thing. Like I started off just doing tutorials on how to do a free kick, how to do this, and then it went to kind of vlogs, and then it went to now of a mix of I have some sit down videos, I have vlogs, I have game analysis videos. But honestly, I think like it's like my YouTube thing, my full thing is really just me. It's just me. I'm like the niche is my life, and then what I kind of do.
It's the Matt Sheldon niche.
Yeah,
you are the niche.
Honestly,
God.
But the thing is,
you think you've heard it all when it comes to Shelly.
but honestly, like, okay, that sounded cocky, but
yeah, I just thought. I mean, if that's the biggest hate that I've gotten on any platform, that's fine. It just kind of shocked me because I never expected that anybody would be like misled, and at the same time it just kind of like reinforces what we were saying though, that like no matter what you do, people are going to get mad. I just feel like it's a little weird to be like hashtagging Corona workout, like I don't know. That's just my little take on it.
But the same, like,
but at the same time, it's not bad intentions. I know that.
Because like, okay, you hashtag Corona workout, but if you are doing that, like, I know the whole point is to get more views, to get more likes, to be a trendy topic or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if there's people out there that are like, I'm stuck at home, I need a workout for this Corona thing, and go to the hashtag Corona workout, and then they scroll and they find one that will do, you know? Yeah. And if that person does that workout and it helps them, and I don't see the problem, but like, I understand, like it's a very weird limbo phase of taking advantage of the situation versus like, this is what is going on. So I'm going to create content of what's going on.
Yeah. It's a lose-lose.
It is a lose-lose. And it's just like, but that's also being you have to be numb to it. I think at the very majority, or at the full macro look at it, you have to look at your intention and be like, what am I doing this for? And like, if you're really doing this because you love doing it, you really do want to help people become a pro soccer player, learn about interior design or do whatever, and you're not actively trying to scam somebody or just to really be like a corrupt fool, whatever. But if what your pure intention really is, like deep down, and if it's good, I think you really can't go wrong. I mean, I think you can make little slip ups here and there, but I think if you really have good intentions, that is going to come through, because I think everybody can see behind. Because I think one person could do a coronavirus vlog, and if people can see that they're a good person and they're just not trying to do this and they're just like, whatever, I think they're not going to get hate. But if a different person titles it the same way, and you can kind of see some fakeness and you can feel like slimy, like you just feel something's wrong, they're going to get hate,
Yeah.
So I think it's even less about that, but more about, are you just being honest? Are you doing what you really, or do you have good intentions?
Yeah.
Because people are smart. People can see through a lot of stuff.
I feel you.
Well, should we wrap up the podcast there?
Yes, because I'm stuck in this position and it really hurts.
You can move a little bit.
No, but like just the way I'm sitting and everything, I feel like I can't.
I know. You can go like this and move.
I kind of did that a little bit, but then your legs are taking up the whole spot. I just need to stand up. Let me stand up, please.
Well, that's it for the Against All Odds podcast.
Corona podcast.
Are you taking advantage of the situation?
No,
now?
it's not funny. Podcast.
I hope all of you guys are being very smart, being safe, doing all that stuff. This is my little PSA for you guys, but at the same time, I'm not an expert. Go listen to the experts, not me. And yeah, once again, thank you for Chaos Soccer Gear for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Check them out. First link in the description. If you're just listening, it's chaossoccergear.com.
CHAOS.
Soccergear.com. All right, cool. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.